Hi parents, my name's Rebecca Kelson and I'm an early childhood educator. I have developed this website to support your child with generalised anxiety disorder. The aim of this website is to support you and your child as you both navigate school life together. I believe we can all work in harmony to make school an experience your child will look forward to and enjoy. My personal teaching philosophy. The formative years of a child's life are extremely influential on future life outcomes. As an early childhood educator, I am committed to the health and well-being of all children in my care. Within my education program, I support children's holistic development, foster children's confidence, and build their self-esteem. My physical and emotional classroom environment caters to, supports, and meets the needs of all children. I believe that children should feel as though they are safe and they belong in my classroom. I am dedicated to working in partnership with you to support your child as they learn and grow. What you can expect from this website. Within this website, I will provide you with information about childhood generalized anxiety disorder, also called GAD, and the signs and symptoms a child with GAD might display. I will also provide you with current research and findings that support the information on this website. Finally, I will provide you with practical ways you and I can work together to support your child as they navigate school life with GAD. What is generalized anxiety disorder? Generalized anxiety disorder is a common mental health issue many children in Australia struggle with. Approximately 1 in 14 Australian children between the ages of 4 and 17 deal with GAD. A child with GAD will experience high levels of worry and fear that may seem to have no real cause. Children with GAD are often unable to realise that their anxiety is more intense than the situation calls for. While it is normal for most children to experience some form of anxiety in the early years, children struggling with GAD will have fears and worries that interfere with their day-to-day activities. Children with GAD may worry about many things, such as future events, past events, social interactions, family members, school ability, separation from family, and fear of abandonment. Cause of GAD. The cause of GAD can be due to both genetic and environmental factors. Research has shown that lifestyle factors, brain structure, family history of anxiety, and a history of stressful life events can cause GAD. The children that are most at risk of GAD. Children are extremely receptive to the thoughts and feelings of others, especially their parents or guardians. Children who have one or more parents with anxiety disorder are more likely to develop GAD. Children with disabilities and developmental challenges are also at higher risk of developing GAD than their peers. The signs of generalized anxiety disorder in children. Every child is different and may not display the same symptoms. However, if you believe your child may suffer from generalized anxiety disorder or has been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, they may display some or all of the following behaviours. Many worries about things before they happen, and worries about friends, family, school, or activities. Constant thoughts and fears of their safety, their parents' safety, and other family members' safety. They may be easily annoyed or restless. They may refuse to attend school or refuse to participate in school activities. They may have difficulties when socializing with peers or isolate themselves in social situations. They may have constant complaints of stomach aches, headaches, or other physical ailments. They may have muscle aches or tension. They may struggle with sleep routines. They may display clingy behaviours with family members. They may lack concentration, be easily startled, fatigued, unable to relax, or be grumpy or in bad moods often. All of the information and research within this website is taken from various medical professionals and education departments with evidence-based research. As an early childhood educator, I am not a medical professional and I cannot provide you with a diagnosis for your child. If you believe your child exhibits signs and symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder, Please refer to your family doctor or pediatrician. The following documents and frameworks have been used to develop this website. The Early Years Learning Framework. The Early Years Learning Framework is a framework that was developed by the Council of Australian Governments to assist educators in providing young Australians the highest quality of education and care in their early years. This framework is committed to every Australian child's belonging, being, and becoming. The Early Years Learning Framework is committed to achieving the following 5 learning outcomes for children in their early years. Outcome 1, children have a strong sense of identity. Outcome 2, children are connected with and contribute to their world. Outcome 3, children have a strong sense of well-being. Outcome 4, children are confident and involved learners. And outcome 5, children are effective communicators. The Kindergarten Curriculum Guidelines. The Kindergarten Curriculum Guidelines, or KCG, is a policy developed by the School Curriculum Authority. The purpose of the KCG is to provide kindergarten educators with a guideline on how to properly support kindergarten students as they learn and grow. Children's mental health and well-being is at the forefront of this document. The KCG draws on the principles, practices, and outcomes of the Early Years Learning Framework, with the focus being on the kindergarten year in Western Australia. Connections. Connections is a resource for early childhood educators to support children's mental health and well-being. Early childhood educators play a big role in the lives of the children in their care. Supporting children's positive mental health is crucial for positive outcomes in the future. The Connections resource provides early childhood educators with information and strategies that can be implemented within the classroom to support children's being, belonging, and becoming. For more information on any of these documents, please click the images underneath each heading. Supporting children with generalized anxiety disorder. Starting and attending school can be a very distressing time for children with GAD. Therefore, it's essential that children with GAD are surrounded with a supportive network of adults. I believe parents and educators should work together in partnership to alleviate as much stress as possible for the child, both at school and at home. GAD will not go away on its own. Below are some practical strategies that you and I can both implement that will support your child as they navigate school life with GAD. Before starting school, I recommend introducing your child to their classroom teacher prior to the start of the school year. Whether your child is just starting school, changing schools, or moving up a grade at school, introducing them to their classroom teacher is a great way to minimize anxiety on their first day in a new classroom. If you would like to organize a time to meet me before your child starts in my room, please send me a message using the contact page on this website. If we are unable to meet in person for any reason, we can organize a time to meet via Zoom. Bringing the child to see their classroom prior to the start of the school year. Going to new or unfamiliar places can be very daunting for children who suffer from GAD. Coming to see the school and the classroom before the school year is another terrific way to reduce your child's anxiety surrounding school attendance. Please feel free to contact me to organise a time for your child to come down and see their new classroom. When starting school. Transitional objects. Transitional objects are an item or possession of the child that brings comfort and security to them. If your child has an item that provides such comfort, I welcome them to bring this item to school. Transitional objects often take form of a soft toy or blanket. Pictures of you or other family members. Many children with GAD struggle with attending school because they worry about their parents or other family members while they are separated. Seeing a picture of you or another family member can provide a great deal of comfort for your child with GAD. I recommend using a lanyard with a picture of your child's family so they can keep it on them at all times. Communication. Children with GAD require constant reassurance from you and other important adults in their life. It is important that you talk to your child about their worries and assure them of your love and support for them. Try not to minimize your child's feel when they communicate how they're feeling. Instead, validate them and assure them that you understand and want to help. Talking to children about their worries. When your child comes to you with their worries, assure them that you are listening and want to help in any way you can. These are some helpful things you can say to your child when they approach you with their worries. I am here. You are safe. Tell me about it. How big is your worry? What do you want to tell your worry? Can you draw your worry? Let's change the ending together. What do you need from me? If you and your child have any calming strategies in place, perhaps you could ask them which calming strategy they would like to use when they are worried. Modeling bravery. Children are extremely receptive to the actions and feelings of those around them, especially their parents. They will often mirror or copy behaviours they witness. Some ways you can model bravery for your child is by reading about courageous people or watching movies about courageous people, taking safe risks yourself in front of your child, celebrating acts of courage your child displays, and resisting the urge to rescue your child when they engage in safe, risky play. Positive reinforcement. Facing fears can be very daunting for children with GAD. They will require constant reassurance from trusted adults. Positive reinforcement is a fabulous way to encourage and support your child with GAD. Positive reinforcement is providing a desirable response after a child engages in a specific behaviour. Some examples of positive reinforcement are verbal praise, positive attention, and rewards. The Seesaw app. Seesaw is a great way for you and your child to interact with one another throughout the school day. I use Seesaw in my classroom to send you updates on your child's progress during the day. You can also respond via the app. Talking to the classroom teacher. Open lines of communication between myself and parents is very important to me. I am committed to supporting your child as they develop and grow. As your child's parent, you know them better than anyone. If there are any successful strategies you are implementing at home to manage your child's stress and anxiety, please let me know. Providing your child with continuity at home and school will make the adjustment to school life less stress-inducing for your child. Creating safe spaces. Children with GAD may become overwhelmed more often than children without. Therefore, it is important that they have a safe space they can retreat to when feelings of stress and anxiety become too much. Within my classroom, I have a designated safe space for your child. I have a designated safe space your child can use when they need to unwind or take a break. It might also be a good idea to set up a designated safe space in your home for your child. I recommend collaborating with your child and asking for their input on the items or decor they would like to have in their safe space. Feelings charts. Children with GAD will often have a lot of big emotions. Within the early years, children may not have the vocabulary to verbalize how they're feeling. Using feeling charts, children can identify the emotion they're feeling and better work through and understand these big emotions. Feelings charts can also help your child reflect on their emotions and communicate better with you. Breathing exercises. Children who struggle with GAD will require additional support from caring adults to make and keep strategies to reduce stress. Breathing exercises are a fantastic strategy to implement with your child when they're feeling anxious or overwhelmed. Below are some examples of breathing charts I implement with my classroom. Daily routines. Children with GAD may struggle to regulate their emotions if they do not have routines and schedules. Children with GAD will often worry about future events. Talking to your child about the day ahead will help reduce stress, as they will know what to expect each day. Visual charts with pictures are a great way for you to communicate the day ahead with your child. I will also implement daily routine charts in the classroom so your child knows what to expect throughout the school day. Below are some additional resources I have found to help your child dealing with GAD. Children's literature is a fantastic resource to use both at home and in the classroom to manage your child's stress and anxiety. Below are some of my personal favourites. Videos. There are many amazing online resources to help children manage their anxiety and stress. Below are 2 breathing and meditation videos that may help to calm and relax your child when they're feeling anxious. I've also attached some websites for more information on GAD and how to support your child with GAD.